Good afternoon. I am Leanne, Winston, psychic medium, and good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, because I do know these shows are going live across the world at the moment, and we are also going live, going to air on United World Radio as well. So welcome to our listeners on the radio side of it, as well as the Binge Network across the world. And then we have the Facebook connections at the same time. So I can see people are starting to come on and join in. So please feel free to put your comments below. I am doing a live this afternoon rather than this evening, just as being tomorrow being a public holiday here in Australia, day for Anzac, that my commitments, that's usually the last Thursday of every month, is actually moved for this month to tonight. So good evening, Leah in New Zealand, and we've got Louise saying hi as well. Natasha's said hi. I hope you remember to pick the kids up from school, honey. You guys must go back to school holidays a week before us, because we are due back next week. So I think usually Victoria is a week behind as well. And we've got the beautiful Robin saying hi, Leanne. Thanks for sharing your time. Would I benefit from having food allergy intolerance blood test done, or is there another guidance you can suggest to me? Honey, I do think you will get some answers through your through food tolerance as well. So it's certainly worth a pathway to look at, but also look at what you're holding on to energetically as well, honey. So I do think you need to do some work. Keep doing work there, finding the right work that works for you in that sense. Hey, Natalie, I hope you're all well. I love the butterflies, honey, that you put there as well. So thank you. Robin's just letting us know she has shared to groups. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. And for those that are sort of new and haven't seen my shows the last week or so, Facebook are now, and they have been doing it for a little while, clamping down on engagement baiting. So there's certain words that we can't say. So if you hear me talk about about spreading the love, giving us some love down below, that is that. The writing where you put your bit as well. And one thing I am asking people to do is, if you have family members or friends that you think will be interested in these broadcasts, whether it's my healing broadcast, the crystal broadcast that we will do Wednesday nights with myself and Annette, but due to changes tonight, we won't be going live with that being the short week and everything. So we will be back on track with all that on Wednesday night as normal. And then we've got the Friday nights with myself and Yvonne as well. But this week won't happen with that because I'll be on the road to Ballarat. So I'm very pleased to say that I am heading back to Ballarat on Friday afternoon to do the 2-day expo over there at the Exchange Building, I think it is, in Ballarat. So if you're in that area, please come along and join in. Come along to the expo. There's going to be a lot of amazing psychics and stalls and products and stuff, healers and whatnot there, doing their thing, doing what they're good at. And yet the kids are home, Natasha. Beautiful. So when you did comment that on the broadcast earlier that I did think that you guys are about half an hour ahead of us by memory. So I must remember to do that time conversion on the weekend so I don't oversleep like I did last time I was there. So come along. I will be doing readings all weekend. So if you would like to have a reading, and I do know there is about 3 people in the last probably couple of weeks that have reached out and asked me if I am coming back to Ballarat anytime soon. So I can take pre-bookings as well. Now I am on stage on Saturday and Sunday doing a free demonstration. I know one day is 12 o'clock and the other day is 2 o'clock, and I can't remember which one is which. I think Saturday is 2 p.m. and Sunday is 12 p.m., but I will have to confirm that in the emails they sent me as well. So come along and you can certainly join into my free workshop as well, and we'll talk about intuition and whatnot, and you may be lucky enough to get a little bit of a demonstration of readings in that time as well. well. Rashina's here as well, saying hi. I am well, honey, and will my well, we'll all be well with my daughter, honey. I do think she will be okay. All right. So try not to stress either, because we can bring that energy in. So focus on the good outcome in that sense. All right. So I do think she will be fine with that. Natasha's saying she's confused about something. My son mentioned he died in a fire last night in his last life. Is this true? I get yes, honey, reading that. Now, it is can be common at times that we get glimpses of a past life. If it felt very real to him, I would say yes, honey, with that side of it. So, they present themselves. Things come to us for a reason. Now, there's a reason that he needed to know that. So I want to say sit with it and see what comes of it, okay? Hey, gorgeous Heather. Hope you're well, honey. Must be pretty close, and Mum must be arriving if she's not already here as well. Robin is just saying, awesome, thank you. I'll keep working on it. And it's something that we need to do constantly, hon. It's always, this stuff is always something that we need to keep moving forward with. And I'm a big believer in when we're holding on to energy, whether it's past energy, current energy, or whatnot, there's only so much our physical body can carry before it starts becoming the health issues in that side of it. So, and the fact that you keep going to doctors and you're not really getting the answers they are looking for really makes me think it is more to do with the energetic side of it. So I want to say, look at the health, at the food side, the way your body reacts to it, because I know myself, I am a bit sensitive to certain foods as well. And when we are intuitive, we do certainly become more aware of our body and what is going on. So when I usually am coming down with something in the way of illness, I can sense that in myself before it literally starts to present itself. And sometimes it can come on really quickly. Other times it can take a little bit to do it. But a lot of the times I can go to the doctor and say to him, this is what I feel is going on. And 99% of the time I am correct with that. I think I blow his mind sometimes when I do that. So, it's about just taking note of that stuff and acknowledging it when it happens. Desiree, sorry, honey, if I said your name wrong. Hi, honey, I hope you're well. And we've got the beautiful Simone here. I hope you're feeling better. Oh, she's just got home from hospital. I'm in radioactive at the moment. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'd love to know, honey, what's going on. Maybe you could inbox me and let me know where you're at with that. All right. But I send you lots of love and a big healing hug as well, hun. Now, guys, there's a couple of things I do want to mention before I forget. The cards app is still going and still available for people. So if you're new and only watching for the first time, or you haven't commented on a show here in mytimetv.live, and that's a point. If you're watching from any other page, so my psychic medium page, body, mind and spirit, live hub, you need to jump over to mytimetv.live to join in the broadcast here where I can see your comments. So if you're commenting on any other page, I'm not able to see it unless it's here in mytimetv.live. Above me, above the video that you're watching, you will find that link, and it has mytimetv.live, and I think it's / and a few numbers. If you click on that, that's going to bring you into this broadcast where I can see you. All right, so that way I can see your comments, I can put them up on screen, and I can answer them at the same time. But basically, for those that don't know about the card app that we have released, and I'm very proud to be a part of, by commenting in the comments here below, you will get a message in your inbox that will give you the opportunity, and it'll just say welcome. You need to reply by memory yes to the first answer or the first message, because Facebook just needs to know that you're not a robot, and it will need a second one. So I think you click on the get card reading. We are giving you as a gift from us to you, and for your love and your support that you give us over, over the weeks, the years that I've been doing this, 3 guidance cards. So you get 1 card a day with my voiceover giving you my interpretation of my intuition, using my intuition of the guidance with that card. And so you'll get 1 for 3 days. On the 3rd day, you will get another message that will tell you about the subscription that you can go into if you wish to go to that. And it's a monthly subscription. Now, it's not going to charge you at all for receiving the 3 days. The only time you will get charged is when it's asking you to put in your credit card details or your payment options, okay? There has been a few people get a little bit confused with thinking, because the first message does, one of the first couple of messages does mention that it is a monthly subscription. It's not going to charge you until you opt into taking that subscription, which is after the 3 days. So you'll get the message saying it's $9.95 or $9.99, I think it is, off the top of my head. It will ask you to make a payment. From then on is when you are then being charged, and it's a monthly subscription where you will get, Spirit's trying to get my attention by playing with my nose, you will get a card every morning that is got my voiceover, like the 3 free days, and you will get that for a month. So it's a monthly subscription. It is $9.99 a month. You can opt out of that subscription at any time. There are no contracts. You do not have to stay in it after the month if you don't want to, but the way it stops is by you opting out of the messages when you feel the need to, or you don't want to go on with that, okay? And I'm getting so many heartfelt messages from people that have gone into it, saying that it's a beautiful way to start their day with a positive note, getting a message from myself with the card, giving them a little bit of insight and things to look for and stuff like that. So there's been some really, like I said, there's been some really heartfelt messages. It is helping people change their positive minds, or change their negative mindset into more of a positive way, the way it's turning their lives, or giving them the tools to turn their lives around. So there's always that option to take up that if you don't want to. But like I said, the first 3 days is our gift to you in that way. So we hope you really enjoy it, and I'm loving the feedback that I am getting from it. So that's been good. So there is that side. So that is going. So if you have already opted into that and had your 3 days before now, the bot system won't recognize you again in that sense. I'm sorry, the cat has decided to come and talk to me now as well. You got to love children, you got to love animals, you can't work with either. And then also the other exciting news that I'm really excited about, and I really would love everybody's help with this to pull it off and bring it together. I am also going to volunteer my time every Monday night at 8:45 p.m. Australian Standard Time. Australian Central Standard Time, I think it is. I keep forgetting the C in that. So 8:45 p.m. Adelaide time, Australia Central Standard Time. Ross keeps reminding me of it, so I've got to remember it. Doing a online live healing. Now, what I want to do, and the reason I'm doing this, is I was watching Charlie Goldsmith online the other week doing a bit of a healing for people, and he obviously we all work differently, but he sort of got me started thinking on how nice would it be as a healer to be able to send out healing worldwide. I know I do it one-on-one with my clients, and I can do distant and remote healings for those that want to book in for a full healing properly in that sense. But what I am aiming for, and what I would love to really achieve, is getting 1,000 people live on my Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page Mondays, and I know it's going to take a little bit of time to build up, and this is why I'm asking for your help. On Monday nights, where I will give you some tools that I have learned. For those that don't know, I live with chronic pain, and I have found a way that works for me in how I can manage it to still be able to do what I need to do. And believe me, it's a challenge. So any of you that do suffer with pain or illness, I understand that. I understand the challenges that you go through every day. We are all different. We all work differently. We all have our coping mechanisms, and not everything that I have learned in my life and helps me through is necessarily going to work for you, but I am happy to share that for you to try out at the same time. The cat's coming back, so wait for it. He'll nag me in a sec. And so that is Monday night at 8:45 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. So please share the love. If you know somebody that would be open or in need of the healing, yourselves, friends, family, whatnot, please invite them to join my page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, here on Facebook, and join in on Monday nights. Up in the corner, I should say, when I am live, there is 3 little dots that you can actually click on to get turn on notifications when I do go live, so you don't miss out as well. So like I said, my goal is to bring 1,000 people together online watching at once and joining in. I will share those tools and tricks and stuff that I've learned each week. They will vary each week to what, like, different things that I find work. And then I will just sit for those that want to take part and do a very quick little meditation where I can help you learn how to still your mind. And then I will go quiet when I'm sending out the healing to all that are taking part in that. Okay. And that is a show that I would love you to get involved in and comment below and let me know, what's going on, what you feel, because we all feel healings in different ways as well. So that is certainly there. And I'm looking forward to that. And that does kick off every Monday night, starting next Monday night, as of Easter being Monday night being Easter and different stuff. It was a little bit hard to make that happen this week. So please start spreading the word, spread the love, get people liking my page that, may be in need of some of that healing, or even just the general messages that are taking place here as well. All right, we've got Ty saying hello. I will get to your questions in a second. Robin's just saying, what's the most memorable standout reading you have ever done? That's a good question. And that's the thing, guys. It doesn't necessarily, your questions don't necessarily need to be around the focus on you or your loved ones or what's going on in your life, guidance and that. You can ask me questions about this because I do mentor people. I've got classes that I run. I've got an online one if you're wanting to learn how to do, to strengthen your intuition and connect with that, because we all have that ability. It's just about opening yourself up and training yourself to do it. And I'm certainly happy to help people with that. So if you'd like to jump into Leanne Winston Psychic Medium Facebook page, in the events area, I do have that workshop coming up, and it starts the 2nd of May, and that is an online one this time. I've got my courses split up over 3 levels. So level 1 is your beginners, level 2 will be your mid-level, and level 3 is going into your advanced. And then next year I'm going to be running an 8-month program that is a mentoring program where you'll have exclusive access to me, and we will help us. I think there's only going to be 10 spots available in that, but you will have the chance to work side by side with me, and it depends on you on how far you want to go with this. You may even end up with the opportunity to work on stage with me or at expos and fairs and stuff like that side by side with me. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, Robin, honey, back to your question. The most rememberable one, okay. There have been a few, and I don't hold on to a lot of a lot of the information, because what comes through in readings isn't mine. But I guess the one that sticks out in my mind the most was I read for a lady, and I was picking up on eyesight issues. And I kept pushing her to go and get her eyes checked. I wasn't getting warning bells going off, but I was getting the reference to there was something going on behind her eye. And thankfully, she went and got her eyes checked within that few days of me mentioning it, and she had an issue behind the eye that could have been life-threatening. And if it had gone on much longer, she may not have been here. Now, her mum rang me about 3 weeks later to thank me for the information and pushing her daughter to have it checked, and filled me in on the information with that. And I guess it changed that lady's life. She was a single mother with kids, and to have her actually listen and take that advice and go and get her eyes checked when she really did was incredible in that way. So that's something I really remember, is more so that spirit. I'm only the communicator. I'm only the person in the middle. So that spirit had given her that information. She chose to listen, because we've all got choices to do what we do with the information that we're given. Okay. And she did follow that and go and get that done. So, and by memory, that was her sister that had passed many years ago that gave me that information. So it was like her sister was looking out over her. I've had there's a lot of readings that have been so moving, where I've connected children with their parents, parents with their children, so to speak, where you see the healing and stuff that happens. It's every reading is just as incredible as each other, but everybody's situations are different as well. So, there was one day where I led somebody to something that was meant for them that didn't happen when their loved one was here. And there was value in that item that they now sit with, but spirit wanted it to be in their hands. So, there's a lot of different things in that way. But I think a lot of the readings are very much healing in their own right, in different ways. Hey, Jenny, I hope you're well, honey. So thank you, Robin, for that question. That is lovely. That you're thinking. I like the way you're thinking outside of the square, so to speak, honey, as well with that. All right. So we might get into some of these questions. I know I've rabbled on for a little while. I do need to watch the time, because I've got to go to Adelaide for a meeting, and I've got to get ready for that as well. So I'm just going to randomly pick people today. So Melissa says, hi, Leanne, can you give me some guidance about my counselling business? It's just not going forward, and I don't know what to do. All right, hun. I get that you carry a lot of stress and a lot of tension around your neck and shoulders. I'm feeling that right there straight away in my own body, as I work as an empath as well. My feeling is there's blocks there for a reason. So I want to say, look at what it is that you need to let go of to be able to move forward. So I do feel that you are putting those restrictions there, those blocks there at times. Now, I think you're a little bit like me, honey. It comes back to looking at your self-worth. So whether you are trading off time, for low dollars, so to speak. Now, I'm not saying put your prices up dramatically or anything like that. My feeling is that what you are worth isn't what you're getting paid. It's lacking what you're getting paid. Maybe there's other ways you need to look at things. So I want to say incorporate different things where you can reach many at the same time. So I do feel there is change there that is needed. I also want to say, ask your guides to bring in, when my calendar is looking a bit flat, I quite often ask my guides to bring in the clients that I need to be comfortable and to pay the bills without being too greedy or anything like that. And usually when I do ask my guides and give them the permission to do the work, they will kick in and start helping me in that way. So I just feel there's a couple of little things that you need to change, honey. I want to say go more with the times. Maybe look at your own intuition intuition and how you can bring that into what you are doing as well. Because I do feel that when we come into mental health and stuff like that, and I'm not saying that's where your clients are all based around, but I'm a big believer when we're working and looking at the mental health side of things, quite often they are quite intuitive. Not everything's textbook anymore. So I think if you can be a little bit more versatile, I do think that things are going to move in that sense as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I do feel that you are heading in the right direction. Look at the hurdles you've had to jump, hun, because I do feel there are some there as well. Okay. So I wish you all the best with that. Lacey, hello, love. Will my relationship last a long time? I get yes, honey. You just need to want it. Okay, so whether you get a little bit bored at times or a little bit restless, I do feel that it's more about you just needing to want that side of them. Okay, so I wish you all the best with that. Hey, Cheryl, I hope you're well, honey. Rashina, yes, honey, I do feel her tests will be okay. Honey, just be careful not to get too focused on this, all right? Because I know you have a lot going on, but I do feel that you're very much in your own head, and look at the support system that you do have around you, okay, to help you through this. All right. So, guys, if you can try and keep your questions more direct to the point rather than just really general questions, I do find myself skipping over the general ones because I would rather get to more of you that I can answer when they are more direct. Okay. So Ty says, I'm wondering if you have any guidance for me career wise. I'm at a big hump at the moment. Okay. I want to put okay, Ty. I want to put the study books in front of you. So to me, I do feel like I need to be looking at study and growth with that side of it. I want to say take a step back first, ground yourself and breathe, and then that will help you look at that clearer picture. But I do feel that career at the moment isn't testing you in the way that you need it to be. So whether it's about adding that little bit more study to what you do and taking in that slightly different direction. I do feel that you're on the right pathway though, but it's just going to bring in other things as well. And I get the reference to that energy that has you feeling a bit stuck or in that sort of on that hump a bit at the moment will start to move very quickly. All right. So look at the next couple of weeks in how that starts to change. Okay, there's a couple of really general ones for people just wanting anything from loved ones. I'd rather you be a little bit more specific today if you can. All right. Okay, Natasha says her son's he says he's lucky to have me as his mum. He is, honey. You're gorgeous. You just need to remember that at times. Okay. Desiree, sorry, honey, if I said that wrong again. My auntie passed away a few weeks ago. I would love to know if she had anything to say to us when she could talk to us. All right, honey, my heart goes out to you for your loss as well. Now, I do get there's a little bit of emotion still very much around this because the moment I started to connect to her message while I was reading your comment, I could feel that emotion building up in her. Now, I do feel that she makes me feel like her passing was quite sudden. So whether she had illness and it was going on for a little while, I just feel like I'm here one moment and gone the next. So she passed or made that transition really quickly as well. For some reason, she's making my left hand itchy on the palm of my hand. All right. So I don't know if somebody actually was holding her hand or tickling her hand, massaging her hand sort of feeling. She just makes me feel like I need to be scratching the palm of my hand with my nails. in that way. Okay. I feel like she presents herself in the forms of butterflies, or she was very drawn to the butterflies, because I do feel that she's already giving you the signs to let you know that she is okay and very much at peace. All right. I do feel that she was able to let go very easily, and she was met by loved ones, so she wasn't alone. And I also feel that there was no fear in making that passing. Okay, so I get her hand on her heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself. So please know there is a lot of love, there is a lot of pride, and there's a lot of strength that she brings through. Now, only the fact that she only passed a few weeks ago, I do feel her energy is a little bit on the weaker side. So I'm very impressed in the way that she's been able to communicate in that sense. All right. Which is quite normal for spirit when they haven't long been passed. Some can really be strong straight away in the way they present themselves through, and others can take a bit of time as well. All right. So Amira, guys, I'm hopeless at pronouncing names at the moment, so if I said it wrong, you have to excuse me. She says, hi Leanne, do you see anything coming through for me? Any guidance on a business opportunity I am wanting to take on, and when is the best time to do so? Now, I do feel that yes, that opportunity is presenting itself very shortly to you. I get the number 7, so whether I'm looking at the 7th of the month or I'm looking in July on taking that on, I want to say do your research, put the business plan together, write out the positives and the negatives, and look at the balance. But I do feel that it is a good balance in that sense as well. So I want to say go for it. If it feels right to you, trust that. Okay. You've been wanting your own business for a while now. Robin's just saying, oh my God, yes, the same. So I presume that was something I commented, honey. Hey, Hannah, hope you're well, darling. William, he is new. Excellent. Thank you for joining in, William. And he also says, can you say anything from spirit? Do you want to just ask, honey, more of a direct question? I will keep my eye out for your name, but rather than spending the time to make that connection and sort through the information, I would rather go straight to the point, that the person that you want to hear from, just so I can get to more of you. Okay. Hi, Tony. I've just got up with friends that have just arrived in the last couple of days back, or yesterday, back from New Zealand. She says, hi, beautiful lady. I really enjoyed the healing. Has the full moon still been affecting people emotionally? Yes, honey. We are about to go into a new moon, I think, within the next week. I haven't actually looked at the date as yet, but yes, there is still a bit of emotional energy around all that as well. And we can get those overlaps as well. So I really think that the universe is really forcing us this year to do a lot of purging and letting go. And I strongly believe those that do let go will move forward quite easily and go with the flow. Those that hold on to the past, the pain, the hurt, the regrets, and all that stuff that comes with it will find it very hard to move forward, and they will stay in that negative energy. So I want to say, look at where your mindset is, people. Look at, are you a positive thinker or are you a negative? Are you a victim of your situation at the moment? I quite often get messages from people saying, I've had enough, life sucks, different things like that. Now, we have choice that we can make to choose to change that around. We don't have to be the victim of that energy. We can make that choice, as I said, to change things in a more of a positive light, and choose to sit in that loving energy and work from that, in no matter what you're doing. And when you do that, you're going to have growth. You're going to have that positive stuff come through. And I'm a big believer, when we focus on the negative, we manifest the negative. If we focus on the positive, we are actually generating that positive energy into our lives. So it is really important to start to notice when you are in that negative mindset. pull yourself up, acknowledge it, give gratitude and let it go, and then replace that negative thought with a positive, the English would help, a positive thought, flip it over, because then you will start to draw that that positive energy into your life, pushing that negative energy out as well. And it's amazing how much better we can actually feel for that in that way as well. Tony's just saying, oh, the card app was awesome. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, Leanne. They made sense. Beautiful, honey. I'm pleased you really enjoyed it. And like I said, I was very, very honoured to have been given that opportunity to take a part in that. And that is something that is going to sit there and just work in the background while people are wanting that as well. So you can certainly, if you've got people that would be interested in that, get them to comment in these posts even after the show, because the bot is connected to this show, and the ad that is running on My Time TV at the moment, I think it's got balloons or something in it. As well, I did see it before. So if you comment in one of those two posts at the moment, that will set off that bot and give you the 3 cards, and then you've got that option of what you want to do with that. Okay, Ty, I think I did. Did I comment on yours earlier, or you might have just said hello? She says, hi, Leanne. I am new here. Welcome, honey. I'm just wondering if you have any guidance for me career-wise. I'm a newly single mum and trying desperately to get work, but everything seems to be failing. Will I get work soon? Yeah, honey, I feel like I actually want to put you on from the computer working. So whether there's something that you can actually do from home, whether it's online marketing or going through other people's stuff, I do feel that there is a way for you to make money where you can still be at home for now in that sense. And congratulations on the birth of your bubs as well with that. So I do feel that it's about taking the time for yourself as well, and looking at the bigger picture of what it is that you want in your life and how to work towards that. So keeping that clearer picture. I'm a big believer, if we set that picture and release it to the universe and then we keep changing our mind, it's going to bring that havoc into our lives. All right. So have that clear picture of what it is that you're working for and what you want, and allow it to flow in that way. Okay. Things will pick up. I just feel that the testing energy lately is more universal side of stuff, which is now starting to clear. Guys, April has been a month that, it's been a lot of clearing. It's been a month that a lot of things are starting to come more to the forefront of what we've been wanting for a very long time. So we've done the hard work in the past. When we go with that flow and we allow this energy to flow, it's going to just keep going in the right direction. I'm watching the cat. I don't know what he's up to. He's a bit of a mischief at times. He'll go and harp at my daughter's door in a minute until she gives in to him. All right, so Ty, sorry about that. Got a little bit distracted by the cat. So yes, I do feel that's all right. Cheryl, I got yes before I read your question. Will I get the job I had the interview for last week? Yes, I do, honey. You've got to stop questioning yourself, hun. So I do feel that you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself and doubting your abilities lately. So I'm going to say some self-love, honey. Go down the beach, ground yourself, put your feet in the sand, and like I said, ground and breathe. All right. Linda, if you could ask more of a direct question, honey, I would be happy to answer that. Gemma says, I've had real bad anxiety at night for the last week or two. Would you be able to give me any insight as to why, please? Now, honey, this isn't normal for you, is the reference I get when I'm reading that. I do feel that you are intuitive, honey, and that what you are sensing isn't necessarily your energy. So I'm getting tired because I think you're scared to sleep. Sorry, I'm trying very hard not to yawn. I can hear the cat at my daughter's door. He is so predictable. Now, sorry, hon. I just get the feeling that you are scared to sleep at the moment. So whether you're getting exhausted and feeling that tiredness in your body, I keep taking you on like it's mine. Sorry. I really want to yawn, but I'm trying hard not to. Remember, yawning is a way of letting that energy out as well, guys. So when we're doing that, sorry, that yawn, we are letting that energy release with that. So Gemma, I do feel that this is more your energy than it is mine. And it's that worried about the anxiety that is kicking in while you are trying to sleep. But I want to ask you, honey, and I want you to go by your first thought. So when I ask you the question, I want you to say yes or no as an answer. If the cat meows, I'm going to have to let him out the door. Just one sec, guys. He probably needs the toilet and the laundry door is shut. So I want to ask you, Gemma, is this your energy? Is this you? Yes or no? Okay. If you answer no, you know that, and that's the first thing that pops in your mind before you start overthinking things. That is the energy of somebody else, whether it's physically their energy or it's spiritually. All right. Anxiety and depression is quite a common thing that I come across in ways of people with the intuition not seeing what is going on and not acknowledging that stuff. So they try to shut down their intuition, and spirit will give them the kick up the ass or keep pushing it until they get that outcome sort of thing as well. You have to excuse the light behind my head because I didn't pull the blind back. We've got the sunlight coming through as well. All right. So my feeling is that you are getting messages in your sleep that is causing that anxiety, and it's not allowing you now to go into that deeper sleep pattern. I do have a spray that is called Deeper Sleep. You can certainly find that on my website if you're interested, on my online shop, leannewinston.com, leannewinstonspsychicmedium.com, sorry. And you can, I actually put that up across the screen in a second as well. You can spray that on your pajamas, your bedding, your pillow. You can put it on a tissue in your pillowcase, which will help you get into that deeper sleep as well, and keep you in that way. So that's just something, one of the things that may help you in that sense. Crystals, selenite under your bed might help you, honey, as well, just to help to ground and take away that negative energy as well with that, okay? But I want to say, look at your intuition, okay? All right, so I do wish you all the very best with that as well. Okay. Cassandra says, hey, honey, my cousin passed away on Boxing Day almost 3 years ago, and his early tweens from muscular dysphasias. Sorry, I can't even say that. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean. And was wondering if he was any messages for me or his mum, Jules, please. Now, I want to acknowledge mum straight away with that, okay? I feel like I'm as free as a bird. So if that makes sense to you, I get the spreading of the wings and being able to take off in that flight mode. So to me, that is his way of letting me know that he was, or letting you know that he was able to let go of the physical at the time of his passing. I do feel that he passed away very peacefully at the same time. Now, I also sense a level of relief for mum when he passed, but at the same time, I feel that I'm holding on to that sadness as well. I get the reference to things distract mum, or she might see something out of the corner of her eye, and that's his energy very much around her. And I feel like he does that to you at times. So whether you feel that you're watching something and in that peripheral vision you see that flash, or something, you feel something moves, that is his energy very much around you. Now, I also need to acknowledge the number 7. around you as well as August. So I feel like I'm looking at the 7th of the month or July, but I also feel there's significance around August as well to do with yourself, his mum, and himself in that way. Okay. I do feel that since his passing, he has been very clever to find ways to let you know that he is very much around you at the same time. All right. So please know there's a lot of love that comes through from him. Simone's going to message me. Thank you, honey. Lauren is just saying she has shared this. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. And guys, keep sharing the love. Facebook is making it harder for us to ask for that, but the more that we can get out there, more we can spread the messages, the love. And with your help, I really do appreciate that as well, because over time, and the more I get people interested, and there could be subjects that you guys are interested in or would like me to talk about, I'm happy for suggestions in that sense. So certainly do feel free to send me messages if you have subjects that you would like to know more on that I can share publicly in this way as well. Leanne's just saying public holiday, public question mark holiday, oopsie. There's a public holiday again tomorrow for Anzac Day. And so, and you know what? It's times like this where spirit can become very heightened as well, because quite often on Anzac Day, I quite often feel a lot of energy, not just through the services and stuff that go on. And I've been to some over time and watching the march and stuff like that on TV. I do get at times the lineup of men's, and their English would help, lineup of men that have served the country or their country on so many different levels, whether it's through war or it's more currently. Their energies do come through, and I become more aware of it at times around certain times of the year, whether it's Anzac Day or it's Remembrance Day. Holidays, our loved ones will quite often sort of show me they are lined up and they are taking part in what is going on. All right. So know if you've lost a loved one. I know my grandfather went to war, and I just remember as from my earliest memories of the way that he was and the way that he was physically and mentally, emotionally affected by that outcome, really affected the rest of his life as well. And I would say also the family, in the way that they had to deal with that mental health side of it that wasn't always diagnosed back then either. So, you know, it's all these things that we need to keep in mind and look at as well. Tay says, oh, wow, that is definitely something I would love. Ah, beautiful. Excellent. I can't quite remember what I said to you, honey. So whether it is, through working from home. That's right. Sorry, Spirit's just reminding me of what your question was. I love the way they do that, honey. All right. So I'm just going to scroll through. Adair is saying hi. Hi, honey. I hope you're getting back on your feet rather quickly, honey, as well. Oh, my goodness. I'm not even going to try and say your name, hon. Let's say Sam. Okay. That is, I'd love to know how to say that, but I'm not even going to try and get my tongue around your name. Sorry, honey. She says, hi, Leanne. I hope you are well. Will the business I'm starting be successful and changes in relationship? Yes, and yes, I get, honey. Okay. I do get the feeling you need to focus on you at the moment and put you first rather than focusing on the relationship side of it. The relationship will follow is the reference I get. So I do feel that you've got to be careful not to limit yourself in the business. I want to say, see that big plan that you're working towards, have that bigger picture is the words I'm looking for, and keep on that flow and allow that just to happen. I want to say, don't put restrictions around you. I know myself, I have been guilty of doing this. We can hold ourselves back, whether it's through, for me, it's more to do with my self-worth, value, so to speak, because I quite often in the back of my head, as much as I feel confident and may seem confident to you guys, when somebody starts talking big dollars to me, I go, who would want to pay that for me, sort of thing. I have a tendency, and I'm trying very hard to change the ways I work, and believe me, that is my lesson to learn, and it's a hard lesson, is I like to take everything that's in my head and give to you as my like to my students and different stuff, and give you all that knowledge all at once, where I need to stand back and I just want to share, so to speak. And I guess that's what I do through these videos as well. But for me, it's been a journey to learn that I need to put dollar value, the right value on things, and I need to bunch things up, not try to give everything at once, but also I need to have the value to what I'm giving at the same time. So I want to say you're a little bit the same way, honey. You need to look at your self-value, what you're really worth, and what you are doing in that business. And when you let go of that fear of the unknown, I get the rest will follow. Okay. And that might sound funny of when I say the fear of the unknown. It's it does happen that way. I don't know what it is with my reading room, but now the dogs are in there. Chip, come and say hello. Let's see if we can get her on camera. Chip, come on. Come up here. Come up here and say hello. Not sure. Let me see if I can move my camera down so you can say hello to Chip. This is Chip, our golden Labrador. Whoops, going the wrong way. Say hello. Up here, Chip. Say hello. Up here. She is a very excitable Labrador. She needs to go outside too. Sorry, guys. The thing is, with school holidays, the children are home to let the animals in, and then goes back to our bedroom, and they want attention and not getting it, so they come in and harass me while I'm working. Don't you love it? So that's all right. They're both outside for now until she comes out of her bedroom and decides to bring them back in. Tony's just saying, yes. Whoops, it's not changing. Yes, I have a permanent illness too. I understand the healing helped, and the healing helped. Beautiful, honey. I'm really pleased it did. And you know what? I'm honoured at the fact that I can do that for you as well, honey. Natasha, you're saying, yep, and I'm always tired and headaches. I actually feel like you need magnesium in your diet, honey. So whether you need to increase magnesium levels or maybe look at magnesium oil, I just think that's going to help you as well with that, okay? Sometimes we really need to work on doing the protecting our energy, protecting our boundaries, so to speak, setting those boundaries, because we can take on other people's stuff where it can become more of a physical thing when we're holding on to that energy, and it does have that effect. How many of you, and this is something you don't necessarily need to answer me, but how many of you can be around negative people or have people that drain you in like 5 minutes? Okay, I love the messages. Spirit's just caught my eye. We have 38 viewers, 33 reactions, and we have 111 comments. When you break the 111 up, there's 3, and we've got all the 3s bar the 8. So an 8 is a money number, is the Chinese number. So, and 3 is new beginnings, new starts, sort of thing. So I love the way that Spirit keeps putting the signs in front of me. Yesterday when I was a guest on Roz and my show, I'm in the guest side of it. Roz runs the dashboard that I've got here now. We had 11 people live, 11 comments, and 11 reactions within the first minute of the show going live. So it was really, Spirit is putting the numbers in front of me. So I want to say, guys, take note of the signs that catch your eye, because they are doing it for a reason. All right. A lot of stuff has a meaning to it. It's looking at how that resonates with you as well. Melissa's just saying thank you. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. Okay. I'm just looking just to see if there's any feedback. I know I'm not going to get to too many more questions today because I do need to watch the time as I need to. Tess says, I'm looking around for the cat. He is cheeky. He's probably asleep on the mattress at the office door here because they like to sleep there where they can see you at any time. Love it. William, I did say, honey, I would keep an eye out for your message as well. Anything about my dead female friend who passed 12 years ago? Okay, honey, I get pressure around the neck, the head, the base of the head. So whether there was impact or there was something to do with the throat and the head side of it, I do feel here one moment and gone the next. So very suddenly gone in that sense. I also feel there were ups and downs around her. So I don't know if I've got the emotional roller coaster, so to speak, but I just get the ups and the downs. I do feel that there could be two sides to her at times as well. I get that sort of fun, loving side, but I also get that very quiet, pulled back energy with her as well. And I do get the reference to she communicates with you in your dreams, honey. So I want to say, look at the messages that she has given you since her passing 12 years ago. All right. I do feel there is a very close link to you as well. You can talk to her. I always say to people, trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, you know, because basically that is how spirit will communicate with us. All right. So I do feel that she's very much around you in that way. For some reason, I want to say angel wings. So I don't know if somebody has an angel statue or has got the drawing of the angel wings. I just feel like I'm putting that to her passing and her remembrance of that at the same time. All right, guys, I also want to say there are trolls out there that join in these broadcasts. If you see comments that aren't nice comments or aren't appropriate, please hit the three little dots at the end of that comment and you can hide that question and also report them to Facebook as well. But we've got the lovely Fred back online, and that's okay, Fred, because you open yourself up to allowing your friends and family and followers or whoever's on your page to seeing my things as well. So I do really appreciate your help and your support in spreading my word. Your religion is obviously your thing, and I don't criticize you for that. So please stop bullying others, because that's exactly what you're doing by pushing your beliefs onto other people when they're not asked for. So you can certainly hit the scroll button and go past my page at any time you like. We don't need energy like that on this place, in this energy, in this space that we hold. All right. Tony's just saying thank you. You are very welcome, Tony, as well. So keep that in mind, guys, if you do see things that are inappropriate, because there are a lot of people out there lately that are attacking others, that you can report them first and then hide their comments. And I think you can actually hit ban as well. But I certainly will go back and do that too. Hey, Deidre, I hope you're well, honey. All right, guys, I might leave it there for the questions. I know there are plenty. Natasha's saying absolutely. Louisa's yes. Tony, I've been seeing the 1111 and the 33312s. Doreen Virtue has a app that you can get on your phone. I think it does cost, though. It's about $7 or $8 Australian, that you can put the numbers in and look. Now, 1111 is spirit is with you in that way. Each number has a different series. I can't remember them all. I quite often need to go and look them up when they catch my eye. But 1111 is a common one that I keep seeing. 444 is the angel number. So the angels are with you. So they are ones that I remember that I catch as well. William, you are very welcome, honey. Natasha is just saying my dad died at 11 something, unsure of the minutes that I take it. That's him. Beautiful. It's about trusting what you feel, honey. What is the first thing that comes to mind before that monkey mind, what I call the monkey mind switch, it kicks in as well. All right. So I do want to apologize to everybody that I haven't got to. Thank you, DG. Really appreciate your feedback on that and your support. Okay, I don't have time and energy for people like that. But I want to say, please keep helping me spread the love. Like I said, if you've got friends and family on your in your list that follow you on your page that you think would be interested, please maybe hit the SHARE button, because we're not allowed to say that word anymore. We need to be creative in the way that we keep conversation going these days, and share. I nearly said 2 words then that I'm not meant to. Send the love their way from my page. Have them hit the like button and join in, and they can certainly go into a broadcast that I have already done. Hit the 3 little dots where they can turn on notification when I go live to join in. Don't forget, Monday nights at 8:45 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. I keep getting tongue-tied on that. I will be live doing an hour of healing. So I will share the tools that I have learnt myself and I use regularly in helping me deal with my own body pain and illness and stuff like that. To hopefully help you and maybe give you some tools or give you ideas on how you can help yourself in that way as well. And I will also talk people through a very quick little meditation where you open yourself up, and then I will send you some healing as well live on screen at that time. Now, if you're watching that as a replay, that's not a problem. You just need to open yourself up. You will receive that healing, because I set intentions to it to go to everybody that is open to it and those that need that healing as well. So whether it's a physical healing, emotional healing, mental, anything, we're open to it, sort of thing, and that's all you need to do is be open to it as well. Cadence, I see you put help, honey. I'm not sure. I didn't see another quick message from you as well. Cadence, I just feel that you need to ground yourself, honey, and breathe. Okay, things will look up is the reference I get there with when I'm reading your help. Okay, so what I would love to do, and like I said earlier on, for those that have joined in since I said that, I'd love you to help me spread the love with that healing. I am aiming, or I've set myself that goal, to get 1,000 people live, and I know it's going to take a little while to build up, but like I said, with everybody's help, if we can help spread the love and the news of that happening and have people join in, it's amazing when we pull together what we can do. So that will be every Monday night starting this week. For those that missed out on the news about the card app, that is running off this bot. So if you've commented or you would like to receive the 3 days of guidance cards for free, my gift to you, or our gift to you. I'm not the only one involved in this. It takes a team, a very clever team, to put all this together for me as well. So please comment below, even after the live that I'm about to end very shortly. You can still comment to set that bot off. You will get a message that will ask you to react. I think it is with the answer yes, to let Facebook know that you aren't a robot, and then you will get a second message that you can click on, and I think it says get cards or get started. You click on that and you will start receiving your daily guidance card for 3 days with a voiceover of me with my interpretation of that card for you. All right. You can sign in, and there is an app with a monthly subscription. By taking up that 3 days, you are not committed to go in to the app for the subscription. You can choose to do that at the end, and you can also choose to unsubscribe to that at any time if you do take up that subscription. So it's well worth, I think, I'm not biased, or it could be, but I've had a lot of good feedback for those that are in the app, that it's well worth the $9.99 per month for that, and the way that it is helping them through their hard times and challenges, getting their days off to a good start, all that. I've had amazing messages in that. Thank you, Natasha. I can't say it, but I can put it on the screen. Thank you, honey. It's that and the C word, the other C word that is below the posts as well, that we're not allowed to say, and the T word with a G after it. So they are getting very clever in that. All right, guys, I better get off. I need to go and do my makeup and get changed to go to Adelaide. Like I said, I won't be unfortunately live tonight, as this is, unless I have ideas coming home from Adelaide that I want to share. This is my usual Wednesday night one. I've just brought it forward due to commitments for tonight. The Crystal live show with Annette and myself will be back on next Wednesday. My normal routine will go back to normal for my Wednesday night lives. This Friday night, unfortunately, I won't be live with the girls doing readings, as I will be on the road to Ballarat. So if you are in the Ballarat area or want to get to Ballarat, I will be in Ballarat Saturday and Sunday at the Exchange Building doing readings, and my parents will be there with my stock as well. So certainly pop over, see the LWPM team, say hello, make sure they're working hard. Mum and Dad, I love them to death. I'm very grateful that they do help out like that. And so, guys, take a moment, take a breath, be with yourself, and just ground and breathe yourself. Remember to change those negative thoughts when they come in for a positive thought, and that's what you're going to manifest. So we all have the ability to make choice, to have that positive in our lives. I will leave you with that. I will see you soon. Enjoy Anzac Day. I'll probably pop in tomorrow with a little message as well. Take care, and love and healing to all that is open to receiving. Bye.